Hey guys, Trina Lynn coming to you from Thetford, Nebraska. So I wanted to jump on here today and share a few more tips with you and talk to you about how to be the best upline you can be for your team, but not get burnt out. So there's 5 tips I want to talk about today. And so tip number 1 is right from the beginning, when you're starting to build a team, make sure that you set an expectation for your team. We learned this when we were just gone to Vegas here last month. Eric Worre was training us that day, and he was talking about, and he wrote a sentence up on the whiteboard, and it said, "I will help you build your biz." But then he went back and he put a square around, "I will help," and then the other square went around, "build your biz," or "you build your biz." And so the reason he did that was because it's meant for us to be there to help our downline build, but it's really actually up to you to actually take the tools that we give you and build your biz. That is not something we can do for you as your upline. It is your business when you get started. All we can do is guide you to the tools. We're kind of sorry, my phone rang. And so it's up to you to try different things, tweak it, see what works for you. All we're there is to help you. And so make sure that right away you're setting the expectation for your team, that you're there to help guide them, but you're not there to do the work for them. Number 2, work closely in the first 30 days with your team and then let them fly. By then, if you're working closely with them in the first 30 days and you're pointing them to the tools, you're pointing them to everything that you have as a team set up to help them build, then they should be able to, within the first month, know where all that is, be plugging into it, and know how to go in there and ask for questions and stuff. Make sure that you're not reinventing the wheel. Do what's already working. Let them fall once in a while, because actually by them falling, they're going to learn, and they're going to learn to get back up. And then, challenges, that's what builds leaders. When you're raising your kids, sometimes, they got to fall down a few times before they really learn to walk, right? And so that's where you want to help them and you want to guide them, but you don't want to do all the work for them, because then they come to expect it. And then you're just going to get burnt out. They can set an alarm just as easily as you can to know when it's time to get on for a training, or when we're having our team Zooms and stuff like that. Just make sure that you're setting up, you're pointing them to the tools, where the schedule is, where everything is, when things are done, and then let them be accountable for showing up and actually putting in the work for it, right? Step number 3. Use your resources and plug them into your support channels right away. And that was part of number 2, a little bit of number 2, as long as you're plugging them into the resources. Make sure that they either have supports number or supports email or whatever your company utilizes to get a hold of support, because I don't want to play support to them. I don't want to be the one that has to explain something about ingredients or products, or if they're having issues with it. That's what our support team is for. So make sure you plug them into all that right away. Put them in the team training groups. We have team training Facebook groups that we put them in. And I have learned over the years, I don't take and start my own team training group. My upline's already done that for me. The company's already done that for you. So don't reinvent the wheel and feel like you have to do your own. Plug them into the one that's already there. It's going to save you so much time and so much headache, and making you have to be the one that goes in every day and make sure new content's being put in there. Use what's there. Team chat, maybe you have a team chat. That's a good place to put people in. Make sure you add them to the chat, and make sure you introduce them in the chat. Let them know what the chat's all about. If they have questions, they can pop into that chat and ask questions. Sometimes you're busy and you can't get on and answer right at that time. And all those people that are in that chat that are utilizing it every day, they can hop on and help you with that and save you some time with that. Number 4 is giving them a checklist. Give them a checklist of what you expect them to do when they're first starting out in the first 30 days. And that is something that we have already set up in PDFs in our team Facebook group, our training group. When we put them in the group, we tag them right away. We have units 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and it's step by step, where to get started, how to get started, how to share with people, and then just tag them in there and let them read it for themselves. You shouldn't have to sit there and read it to them and go through it. If they're really wanting to step up and be leaders, they can take the initiative to go in and read and learn on their own, on their time. and help them get started and then let them go. And then the last tip I have for you guys today is recognition and appreciation for your team. Make sure that you're recognizing them when they're doing good, when they're stepping up and taking the initiative to plug in, or maybe they've made another, they've moved up in a rank. Make sure you're recognizing them for that. Congratulate them. Send them birthday cards when it's their birthday, or tell them happy birthday, because recognition goes a long ways for your team. Just being there, showing them that you're there to support them. Of course, not doing it for them, but supporting them and letting them know they're doing an amazing job. When they step up and help you with maybe a training or something that's new has come out with the company and you need help to promote it or something, and they're stepping in and really helping do that. Or even if they're just plugging in every week and paying attention, and they're still kind of at that point where they're not ready to step out and quite do it all on their own, but at least they're plugging in and they're trying and they're learning. Let them know that you appreciate that they're taking the time to do that. And the fastest way to grow your team is to go cultivate leaders right away, and teach them to be leaders right off the bat. And by doing that, it will save so much burnout for you, because I've been there, I've done that. I've tried to do it all for my team, and I've tried to micromanage my team and make sure, I'd message them, hey, we're doing this training tonight, make sure you're on it. Hey, we're doing this, make sure you plug in, make sure you reach out to so-and-so, make sure you do this. And it will burn you out so fast doing that. If you can't teach somebody where to go and they can't plug in, more than likely it's probably not for them anyways, and they're just dabbling in it. So, all right, guys, that's all I have for today is those few tips. I hope you are having a fabulous Monday. Talk to you later.